Facebook and social media, they'd constantly just send them messages of our band and stuff like that. And in the end, they decided to like hold a competition to vote. And all our fans and friends and family got behind it. And they just decided to all vote, and then we got picked. And then they offered us to choose which show that we wanted to play of theirs. And so far they've been really cool to us, and we've got in contact. And it's kind of just surreal, really, that it's all kind of happening. It's such a big jump early on, you know.
You would definitely, because Elliot Minor, I mean, in their day, so a couple of years ago, they were legendary guys, weren't they?
Yeah, very big band. I mean, everyone that I've spoken to that have heard that was supporting them was kind of they're all very like they can't believe it, because they've all heard of Elliot Minor, and they're all fans as well. So it's quite surreal. And so many of our friends and family and the fans, we have already had tickets to the shows because most of them are sold out. So it's been kind of like it's really kind of surreal, really.
Yeah, and well, is it O2 Academy, I believe, which is a massive venue as well.
Yeah, it's just about 800-900 people, and I think there's only about 30 tickets left, if that. So it's really surreal. So we're practicing hard to make sure that we've got no cobwebs or anything. So we're at our best for the show.
Absolutely, you can't be too good, or you cannot stand up the headliners of Elliot Minor.
No, we can't be doing that. No,
especially not on their last ever gig as well. Come on.
Yeah. But it's cool that that they want to have us on for their last ever show, because I mean this is a big deal for them as well.
This is it. There's just no more.
So to be a part of it is like really crazy, because it's something that it's not just us that's always going to remember it. It's everyone involved going to remember it forever. So it's like this is a really big deal. So a lot of eyes to please.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's a great sort of opportunity for Amaryllis to get your name out there, like associated with Elliot Minor with this massive show.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we're London-based, but where we normally headline our own shows here in London, we don't normally get to play to like big, huge new audiences all the time, because we normally play to our own. So to play to 800 or so new faces is
it's gonna be great. So
it's a very cool idea, very cool experience and opportunity, really.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had tickets to that show. It would be a really good one. So for any of your fans who happen to have tickets for the show, what can they expect from you, your band?
From us, I think it's just we're trying to be a really honest rock band. We have heavier tendencies, but we like to be just as alternative. So kind of like an all-rounder band. So you have, if you're not into one genre, you're into another. So there's different aspects that you can get out of that.
Well, that's like, sorry to interrupt. It's funny you should say that, because the very first time I heard one of your songs, I think it was Between the Lies, and it started off with sort of quite a sort of like rock, almost metal riff, and then it went into more sort of pop, punky vocals. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, I think you if you can manage to get all that stuff in, you as a musician, you're more happier playing that kind of music. I mean, unless I ever need to get out my reggae needs, I never need a side project, So it's really cool, and it's cool because when people come to shows, there's something for everyone, and it's just fun times and an honest band, and we're all young, so it's just good to.
That's great. So you've currently got 3 tracks released from your EP. Is there maybe any new tracks that you'll be playing at these shows or this show?
Yeah. I mean, well, we've got a new record coming out very soon. So we've been playing a couple of those. We started playing them on our last tour in October, but for this show, obviously we need to play some of our. Because even though they're old songs to us, they're also new to most of this audience, so we'll be playing a mixture of both. So.
Of course, and since it's the sort of only music you've got released, it'll be the songs they know you by?
Yeah, well, we'll be playing all of our, like, the original EP, which is only 3 songs that we put out back in 2013. So we're playing that, and then we'll be playing some new stuff. So, I mean, to most of the crowd, it's all going to be new stuff, but there are, the people that know us, they'll have a bit of both. So, yeah, it's cool for us because we get to enjoy stuff as, the old stuff, but feel like it's new again, but also have some of the new material as well. So it's really exciting to be able to play new stuff, actually. So. Okay,
that sounds really good. So, so you have in the past, I've got it written down, you've supported bands like Taken Haley, Page 44, and Boy Jumps Ship. And, of course, now you've got Elliot Minor to add to that list. If you could open for any band, absolutely any genre, from, like, even past or present, what band would you like to open for?
Oh, that is tough. I'd probably either have to say I'd love to support Smashing Pumpkins or Deftones.
Those are two legendary bands right there.
I'd probably go with Pumpkins just because I'm such a fanboy. But yeah, I'd go with Pumpkins. Whether we could pull off opening for them, I don't know. But yeah, I'd go for the Pumpkins.
That's nice. Okay, good answer. It was a really reach high, you know. Aim high.
Yeah, aim high. Why not? Yeah.
So, it's 2014. So you sort of spoke about like recorded new songs and stuff. Is this going to be a big year for Amaryllis? Maybe like a new tour, perhaps, or any festivals, maybe?
Well, yeah, it's going to be quite a crazy year actually, because we recorded this the next record that we recorded that at the end of last year, but we haven't been able to release it. Really, really incredible distribution deal with a really awesome label. So this is going to be able to reach whole new levels. The shows are already going to be just on a whole other level, touring wise. We're currently in the process of booking a tour at the moment, and we'll be doing quite a few throughout the year and just like shows already. So the conversations in the camp at the moment are like seriously exciting. We're all just I think just always like bubbling schoolgirls talking about what's happening. So
I'm sure you can't release the details of your top secret tour as of yet. But could we maybe expect any Scottish dates? Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've played Scotland once before on our last tour, and it was really fun. We played up in Glasgow, and it's just we love it up there. We love traveling away from home is just so cool. So when you pull into a new city, you're just like big eyes just all over the place. So yeah, I mean, and we loved it. So yeah, we'll definitely come back. I mean, we're all pushing for it. So definitely be happening. We had a good experience last time, and we've got a good crowd that come out. So. Yeah, okay, that's excellent.
Brilliant.
Sounds great. I'll definitely be keeping my eyes out for that one, looking for that. So, you guys, I didn't know this until you told me, actually, so I'd like to sort of hear more about it. But the band, you all met through social networking? Yeah,
it was interesting. It's funny as well, because we actually realised that we do have mutual friends, but we just didn't know that beforehand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because what would happen is we would... there was like a website where like all musicians could come. It was like a classifieds kind of website, and you'd all write it. So it'd be like the newer high-tech version of writing in a newspaper advertisement.
Oh, right.
And then we'd all I got in contact with our singer, but then we didn't talk for so long. And then one night on Facebook, I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, I just started like pestering her, and she was in a band, so I commandeered her and stole her, and then she knew a few others that she had met through social working, and then literally the first band practice we ever had together was the first time we met.
Oh, really?
And we wrote 2 of the songs that are on our EP now, and allowed us to go touring together. So it's kind of been kind of crazy, because now we're like the closest of friends, and we've been living around in vans and in each other's pockets now. So it's crazy. You go from meeting the first time to knowing each other so well.
Yeah. Wow, that's really cool. Interesting. I don't know. Well, I mean, I suppose it could happen quite a lot with...
Yeah, I think it happens quite a lot now. I mean, you probably wouldn't... Because for most of the guys in the band, it was their first band, so it's not like they didn't know many other musicians. So for people's first bands, I'd imagine you'd go to that. So for most of this band, this is their first band. So it was quite a bit of an experience.
That's really interesting.
Bad one, yeah.
That's quite an interesting story behind... the band. Okay, so I've only got one more thing to ask you, and that is, what is it? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to play Little White Lies in just a second. Is a lot of, I know, bands and artists, they might have a meaning or a message behind their songs. Is there anything at all in Little White Lies that maybe you could tell us about?
Yeah, I mean, well, actually the whole of that EP, the kind of underlining kind of tone is just kind of like the deception of humanity, of how they present themselves, and how they'll just in every different situation they kind of the different nuances in between how people present themselves, what they really mean, and where they're coming from as a person, and their agendas. Little White Lies is kind of I'd say it's about a presentation of a person, but kind of from the person being lied to and kind of seeing it. So it's kind of just like being an awakening of realization of kind of what's really going on between people and their personalities. So yeah, it's an interesting one, a little bit in depth, but if you don't like that, just hopefully just enjoy the song.
Well, it's definitely a good track. It's one of my favourites off the EP. I'm going to play it right now, so would you be kind to introduce it for me, please?
Yeah, sure. This is Little White Lies off the Amaryllis EP.
Thanks a lot, Alex.
Thanks. Bye.